Kids today have no idea the struggle we used to have just to talk to our friends. How many of these classic devices did you guys have? The first phone that I used in the late 70s was the good old-fashioned rotary phone. By the way, you have to pick up the receiver for it to work. If you had 2 zeros in your number, I wasn't calling you. Kids today will never know how satisfying it is to hang up on somebody, or how you felt violated when you heard that dial tone.
Hello?
In the 80s, we got our first touch-tone phone. We thought we were doing something. When people were playing on your phone, you star 69 they ass. And when you want somebody to know your number, you star 67 they ass. Before caller ID was invented, I was caller ID. My father would be like, tell him I'm not home. Yeah, I have no idea how it felt to use these dirty, nasty, funky phones all the time. I had to carry a pocket full of quarters every single day. God forbid you called your parents collect. They was gonna wild out on you. Why back in the days I heard you girls was talking on random payphones over here by the Coliseum, talking to strangers from jail, and then became pen pals with them. Y'all was straight bugging out, yo. Speaking of bugging out, why did we have so many 1-900 numbers, wasting our time and wasting our money? $2 a call.
Call 1-900-909-ELVIS.
And call us at 1-900-909-5464. Don't get call 1-900-2-INFO.
But this one was my favorite, because why?
What makes people all over America break down and cry like this? Call 1-900-9099-CRY.
Can't forget the GOAT.
Call me now for your free reading.
You remember back in the days, your parents didn't want you to get a beeper because only 2 people had a beeper, a doctor or a drug dealer. And you know you wasn't no doctor. Yo, we had whole codes for our beepers. I love you, goodbye, good night. 911, you better call me right back, yo. This is like the first cell phone I remember. You used to call that joint the brick. Only rappers and hustlers had that joint. I remember when this came out, I had a house phone that looked just like this. I would walk over to 234th Street in Linden and be fronting, yo. But this was my baby, yo. Back in the 1900s, we had to pay for our minutes. And then they came out with nights and weekends free. If you was on the phone before 9 p.m., you was a baller. One time I had a $700 bill. What was the craziest phone bill you had? I never had a BlackBerry, but it was like a cult back in the days, man. They had that BlackBerry Messenger, man. It was like a whole tribe. I think this was the device that started phone addiction. Can't forget the banana, yo. Shout out to The Matrix. That's like one of my favorite movies. I'll never forget, I just got my sidekick, and my little cousin begged me to play with it. Of course, he dropped it down my staircase and broke it in half. I wanted to kill him. Shout out to you, Dave. Last but not least, the two-way pager. From what I remember, there was only a few people that had a two-way. There were a few news anchors, and then the people at Def Jam Records. One guy at Def Jam pretty much single-handedly provided two-ways for the whole music industry. I was literally one of the people in the first group to get two-ways. Dude set it up so we wouldn't have no bills. I even got free replacement two-ways for years. I know the guy that messed up the hustle. Everybody wanted to kill him. As far as I know, Just Blaze and I created most of the ringtones that you see on the two-way. That's how I came up with the beat.